It's the 1st of November today, and we're starting our month by going to a place called the Jido Center, which is like a play group in the UK. It is really handy if you've come to Japan and you just want to meet other mums, or you want your kids to play with different toys. It's just a really, really nice place to go to. This melon pan was bigger than my daughter's head. Our niece was visiting from the UK, so I ordered a load of bits from Tesco's and she brought them over for us. Unfortunately, it seems like the Christmas pudding was sold out, so we didn't get one.
Fujioka Oldies!
There is an event called Fujioka Oldies, which is held every year in November. It started last year and both times the sun has been shining. I'm not particularly interested in cars, but I do really like this show because all the cars look very unusual. And of course it's a chance to eat lots of street food.
No, that's down here.
Yeah? Yeah. They also have a live band and people dancing. There are a lot of people with the same kind of hairstyle here. It kind of reminds me of Elvis or the people from Happy Days. I think this strawberry might be famous in Fujioka because I've seen it at quite a few events. This bus is inspired by My Neighbor Totoro. The people running the taco store was actually at our favourite burger place, 8 Box Club. Everything they make is just so delicious. I really wanted to try this orange in mochi, but it got sold out really quickly. Today I have a friend coming over from London and I'm going to meet him in Takasaki. I'm leaving a little bit early because I really want to get his kids some Gunma-chan toys. And Takasaki is the Gunma-chan station, so they have a shop there dedicated to just Gunma-chan merchandise. It was a cloudy day, but the mountains still looked really beautiful. Every year around Christmas time, they display artwork done by children. The Christmas tree with the blue sky always seems like a little bit of a strange contrast. If you love Gunma-chan, this is definitely the place to go. We always say if and when the car business takes off, we're going to get a little Gunma-chan cone. This cave felt very peaceful, but it was also very cold, so you need to wrap up quite warm when coming here. I really love the patterns they put in the sand. Me and my friend were having a bit of a giggle in the park, and then I saw this sign. We went to this park at the beginning of November and the leaves were just starting to change to red. Japanese autumns are really beautiful because of the koyo. I may visit the park soon just to see how much it has changed in the last couple of weeks. I had a Christmas edition tea and a nice cranberry shortcake. The Christmas tree was all lit up on the way back to the station and it looked really, really nice. I really had a nice day out in Takasaki and it was also really nice to discover some new places. Also, my friend did bring some gifts. He brought some Jaffa cakes, which as you see we've already started, and you can't go wrong with these. Some Percy Pigs.
Good choice.
Good choice! I'm just going to pop into Uniqlo because I have hardly any autumn clothes, so let's see what collections they have out. In Japan, when trying on clothes, you have to cover your face to stop the makeup going on the clothes. I do think this is a really good idea because so many times when I used to try on clothes in the UK, there used to be makeup on them. I'm still getting used to the oversized style in Japan. This top was a size small and it looked quite baggy. It was quite busy in there, so I couldn't get much footage, and I tried some things on and I made that silly mistake. Just one foot went into the changing room and then I remembered no shoes in the changing room. But even 2 years on, my old habits just don't go away. Anyway, it was a successful shopping trip. I managed to get myself a few things to get me through autumn and also a couple of trousers for my daughter, so good shopping trip. It's our 3-year anniversary and we're going to celebrate, but our favourite burger place is closed, isn't it?
It is closed, yeah, unfortunately.
So we're going to go somewhere else. Well, it's spicy.
I like that. They're pretty, aren't they?
The day has finally come for me to go and try out a Taiko class. I have been searching for a Taiko class for a very long time, and I think in the countryside in Japan, it's more word of mouth. You don't find a lot online. I spent hours searching online and I couldn't find anything. But I went to a community event the other day and one of the neighbours, she dropped off a little letter and let me know where the Taiko practice is. We have been backwards and forwards with emails. They're kindly writing all the emails in English, which is really, really, really nice. And I'm not exactly sure what to expect today. They said to wear something comfortable, so I don't know if I'm going to take part, or I did say it was for my daughter, so I don't know if it's for her to take part or if we're just watching today. But anyway, it's exciting, but also I'm a little bit nervous. Also from the photos they sent, the venue looks like it's in the middle of a forest, so let's see what happens. I wasn't able to take any videos, but me and my daughter had an amazing time trying out the Taiko. She was a little bit nervous at first, but by the end of the hour and a half, she was a lot more comfortable. We also tried a traditional bonodori dance, which was quite difficult, but I hope to get the hang of it. Our neighbour who introduced us to this Taiko class also invited us to a Taiko performance. She teaches Taiko at a special needs school. We were about to leave, but then another performance started. This was an instrument I had never seen before. It was half piano, half strings. We received this leaflet from the nursery and you're able to arrange for Santa to come to your house on Christmas Eve. So what you have to do is buy one of these postcards from the post office which has a stamp on it already and put all her details on the postcard. and then you post it to an address on the leaflet, and then you buy a gift, leave it on the doorstep, and then Santa will come, collect the gift, and just knock on the door and give the gift to the kid. We did do it last year, but she was only 2, so she was a little bit scared when Santa came over, but I think this year she's going to understand a little bit more. I always think to myself it'd be so nice to do something like this in the UK. Of course, Japan isn't really a Christian country, but they do love celebrating things, and Christmas has become quite a big thing out here. The address was so long and complicated, but it was really good practice for me. Last year, the postcard did end up in the wrong place, but Santa still came over. After that, I needed a nice matcha latte. This is our local temple, and it's famous for the white fox. Me and our niece were looking at this little praying mantis, and a monk came along and kindly offered to open up the temple for us to have a look in. He said that these flowerings are an offering to the Hotoke-sama, and he said as they're painted on, they never die.
ちょうど今何種類か
This is our local shrine. Some of the statues look quite new, but there's some very old looking ones as well. At least there's no cars here.
Yeah.
Your ears look nice and warm, don't they? The area that we live in, Fujioka, is famous for the wisteria flower. The Fuji in Fujioka means wisteria.
He's crying.
Oh.
Baby.
Just in case.
You can see that the koyo is starting in this area as well. There's a really cute little shop selling owl ornaments. It's run by husband and wife, and they make everything by hand. We had a little chat with them and they showed us their workshop.
こっちがガスで、
はい。
こっちがオイル。
ああ、
はい
両方使います。
両方で、
はい。
で、これがこう立てるのね、柱で。で、
As well as selling ornaments, they also run pottery workshops. And they gave us a little sweet each for the road. We took quite a long walk up the mountain and we came across this sign. It says to be cautious of bears, which was a bit of a surreal moment. After Googling what to do if we see a bear, we continued with our walk. There were many abandoned houses and cars, but I will do a separate episode on this because we spoke to one of the local people about it.
Why would you like ditch them though? They're like.
It was really strange because we went to this little cafe after our walk and there was lots of little owl ornaments in there from the shop we saw in the mountains.
Oh no, I took the wrong way. Little spin. God, I'm getting so much trouble.
Yeah.
Sticker.
One thing that I really love about Japan is wherever you go for a walk, there are always things to see. We're so lucky to have these beautiful blue skies in November.
These are the extra large.
Our niece found some really toasty slippers for my husband to wear. The hot water bottles here are made of hard plastic, which aren't the most comfortable, but I guess they're safer.
I love a headband. That one's a really thick one. What the hell?
After a long walk, we decided to treat ourselves to a Domino's pizza. We found this little shrine around the corner, so we decided to visit that one as well. I really love the service stations in Japan. Sometimes I go there even when I'm not travelling.
See? Pick it up. And push hard. And then lift it up. Wow! Look how good that is. Where's 4? No, follow the right one.
Driving around Tokyo really reminded me of what city life is like, but also made me realise how different our life now is in the countryside. We went to meet my husband's uncle in Tokyo and he booked this lovely restaurant for us. The view from the window was absolutely amazing. It was a buffet and there was such a wide selection of dishes and we were all stuffed afterwards. It was also Shichi-Go-San, so we saw lots of little kids in really nice kimonos. There was also a lovely selection of desserts. My daughter got this cute little box of biscuits for Shichi-Go-San as she's 3 years old. Traditionally for Shichi-Go-San, the kids have these red and white sweets. She got these sweets from nursery and made a little bag. I think if you're from the UK and you come to Japan, it might seem a little strange that they give kids sweets at nursery. It seems to be all about balance and having things in moderation here. This park is great because you can borrow the bicycles, tricycles, unicycles for free. This was my daughter's first time on a pedal bike.
Wow!
Having a kid is great because it means you can be a big kid too. Do you want to do another one? Because it got a bit smudged, didn't it? Have it here. Yeah? There's this really cute cafe in the park that's definitely worth a visit. You can get a sandwich and a soup set for about 1,100 yen. On the way out, we saw this poster which shows you what to do if you see a bear, which is a little bit scary. We do have a Mega Don Quijote local to us, but today I thought I'd go and try a different one. This one is in Honjo. It looks much bigger. So let's see what they have. I've just finished in Donkey. It was a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot more things than our local one, so it was a good experience. I'm just heading to a shrine now just to say some prayers, and I really hope they come true. One really nice thing about Japan is if you're ever feeling spiritual, there's always a temple or a shrine nearby. I just got back from the shrine. I forgot to say when I was coming out of Don Quijote that the alarm went off. One of the products still had the security tag on it. Anyway, I'm going to try this drink that I just bought from Donkey. It's my favourite grape flavour. My husband's meal came with 5 karaage, curry and rice, and unlimited karaage for 45 minutes. He ended up having 10 pieces but felt quite sick afterwards. We went for our second Taiko session and it's right near cricket ground. The Taiko class was a lot busier than the last time we went, and it was so much fun to see everyone enjoying themselves. But we did encounter a little problem. Now, everyone has a perception of Japan having these amazing high technology toilets, which is true, but a lot of the older buildings, for example, some city halls, some playgroups and things like that, they still have the washiki, which is the Japanese style toilet. I do remember coming to Japan as a child and a majority of the toilets were the washiki, and as time went on there were more Western ones, and now there's a lot more Western ones and very few washiki. So my daughter can't actually use these washiki, the Japanese style toilets. So one of the members of the Taiko group took us to a community centre. But it was quite touching because it was the first time we met her and she'd missed a bit of her class to take us there, and she was just so kind. Anyway, she brought us back to the class and about 15 minutes later, "Mummy, I need the toilet." So this time we went in my car to the community centre, but I'm just going to have to be a little bit more prepared for that problem. Our daughter is growing so fast, so it's time to get her a new pair of shoes again. I really love this shoe shop because they measure the feet. Our daughter is 3 years old, but she's wearing shoes for 5 to 6 year olds. So I think she's going to be quite a tall girl. This Christmas edition apple cider drink from Starbucks felt so festive. It was a little bit like a mild wine but without the alcohol. Our neighbour popped over and brought us some oranges that they've grown themselves. I went back to the park that I went to a couple of weeks ago and the leaves had changed quite a bit. It was bank holiday, so it was so busy. My husband's customer just came over and he brought over a box of what I'm guessing is osende. 24, let's see. Wow, I think I really actually like this one, so that's great. Last time he came, he brought us over 10, I think it was a pack of 10 Mr. Donuts. And we struggled to eat them all, but I think we did it. I've just had a look on Google Translate and there's some writing on the side. I thought it was a poem, but it says something about acacia honey and the right flavour of soya sauce. So I think it's like a sweet and savoury at the same time. Let's give them a go. Okay, yeah, it does say acacia on the side. Really nice. This time when we went to our regular Starbucks, they drew little teddy bears and a thank you note on the packaging. They also gave us a sample of donuts, and I'm not sure if it's because we're gold members or they just really like my daughter. It's already the end of the month and we're going to finish the month by going back to my hometown, which is in Saitama. My husband is going to drive to Saitama because last week I did get pulled over by the police and my confidence has been knocked, and even though I do really want to practice and get back on the road today, I'm just going to let him do it. My grandmother has 7 great-grandchildren and today will be the first day that they're all going to meet and all be together. Also last week my mum came back from the UK. She was there for 1.5 years and we did meet briefly last week, but she's going to come and stay with us for a little bit. I think being away from family and moving and things like that, it does really make you appreciate your friends and family a lot. On the way home, my daughter was having a nap in her pram and I stopped off at my favourite Starbucks again. We realised when we got home that we left her favourite Rudolph toy at Starbucks. We phoned them up and they said they have it, so we'll go and collect that next week. I know on these vlogs it probably looks like all I do is eat and go out, but I do some sensible stuff as well. I do find paperwork really boring, so I do have the sumo on in the background and I get so distracted.
Much better in the second week, Takasaki. In low and hard, Ura, the arm is grabbed by Takasaki. Now he gets an outside grip. He goes deep, retreating, trying Takasaki is Ura, but Takasaki is right onto him. He rolls into the crowd. He didn't kick anybody.
So that's the end of November. I really hope you enjoyed watching our little activities throughout the month, and I've shared a little budget as well as I usually do, and I'll see you in December. Sayonara!